Hello everybody, I'm Jo Mountford, and this week we'll be dealing with anxiety. So I'm going to be including anxiety in the yoga sessions, in the meditation sessions, and in the breathing sessions. And some of the things that I'd like you to do is to look at your anxiety and how it affects you. So some of the symptoms that you may experience are not being able to sleep. It may be that your anxiety gets so bad that your concentration is off, that you're irritable, that you're frustrated. And it may be that it presents physically in the way that you feel like your heart rate is racing and you have sweaty hands. And when you're very anxious, you'll often feel that you're breathing in the upper part of your diaphragm, so right up top here. So that's why the breathing techniques are really helpful, so that you learn to breathe deep down into your belly, so that you can engage the parasympathetic nervous system. I'll be showing you and explaining a little bit more about the parasympathetic nervous system. I'll give you a slide so you can see and understand how that works. And I'd really like you to journal your anxieties, anything that comes up for you. And in your journaling, you are most welcome to keep it to yourself, and I encourage you to write down stuff that is for your eyes only. But I'd really welcome that you share with me your thoughts and insights and aha moments and discoveries and questions. Please ask me questions, because if I don't know the answer, others in the group may be experiencing it. So please ask questions. So you've got the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. And I'm going to explain the difference between the two and why you want to activate your parasympathetic nervous system. So when you're stressed, there's two hormones that are released. One is cortisol and the other one is adrenaline. And what happens then is that your heart rate speeds up and the blood needs to be supplied to the muscles to run away or get away to that fight and flight. So that feeling that you're experiencing in your heart is really an increased heart rate, and that surging in your muscles is the adrenaline going to those muscles to get away. But then what happens is, if you've had a real trauma and a real stressful situation, that those levels then drop off and you get a feeling of fatigue, which I think some of you will experience. So after you've been seriously anxious for a while during exams, etc., then you'll experience fatigue afterwards, and that's all natural. But when you are experiencing that anxiety on a consistent basis, and you're always in a state of fight and flight, then your body's going to naturally go into a state of fatigue, and that is also why you feel tired so often. But as a teenager, you're obviously going to also feel tired because your body's changing and growing, and you need more sleep, etc. So it's quite hard to differentiate between the two. When you are experiencing too much anxiety and stress, then your immune system is compromised because your blood supply is going to everywhere else except building up your immune system. So it's important that you get your anxiety under control so that you can give your body a fighting chance to handle whatever's coming its way. I would like you to learn to engage your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest, where you're going to activate your vagus nerve, and that's a nerve that runs down past your face to your whole nervous system. And when that is activated, your heart rate will slow down, so you can learn to relax and calm yourself down. And very simply, if you are stressed at all, exhale longer than you're inhaling, and that will immediately stimulate the vagus nerve. I'll give you other breathing techniques that you can use, but that's the most basic one to use. Once your parasympathetic nervous system is more dominant than your sympathetic nervous system, your immune system will strengthen, and your body will grow and develop optimally, and which it really, really needs during your years of being a teenager. Yoga will help you with the breathing technique, so the breathing will help you engage your parasympathetic nervous system. And then the physical asanas or poses of yoga will help with stretching and strengthening your muscles. So where there's muscle tension from anxiety, it will help with that. It also helps with focusing your mind and focusing your attention inwards, which we often spend our time thinking of things outwardly. And so yoga will help with that too.